Good morning, YouTube. Today, I'm going to review our 2017 Jaguar F-Type R.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is my new garage, and this is our 2017 Jaguar F-Type R. Well, let's just say I have a strong love-hate relationship with the Jag. I absolutely love these cars. They are amazing, high performance, they sound incredible. Probably one of the best sounding exhausts from the factory of any modern car. But our experience with owning the Jaguar F-Type S that we had was absolutely horrible. Now, I do think that may have been circumstantial, so we'll talk about that during this review. But I'm going to show you this car and everything that's right and wrong with it, which pretty much everything's right with it because, well, this car is only got 11,000 something miles, so it's basically brand new. And by the way, it is for sale through our dealership, NG Supercar, so this car was traded in. So if you're interested in buying this car, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. We can talk about it, maybe we can strike up a deal. But our asking price is $69,420. Nice. Yes, the Jaguar. I absolutely love these cars, the way they handle, the way they drive, and of course, the way they sound. But man, I just had such a bad time with mine, which is interesting because I now know lots of Jaguar owners, especially F-Type owners. The thing is that the early F-Types had some issues, and as they kind of came further along in the production line, they got much, much better. So this car has had exactly zero problems. Nothing has gone wrong with it, knock on wood. There is one flaw that I'm well aware of, which is the PPF right here. You can see got messed up. So we are going to replace that because that doesn't look good and we don't want to sell you a car with that because that's just ugly. So we're gonna get that taken care of, but the rest of the car, the entire car, has PPF. And basically there's just, well, there's nothing to show wrong with the car. The tires have lots of tread. There is no damage on any of the wheels. There's basically nothing wrong with the paint. Oh, wait. Oh, that one's under the PPF. So it probably happened before he got it PPF'd. One small little chip there. Again, perfect wheels, lots of tread, nice tint, a fantastic, lovely car. And of course this red, this very deep metallic red looks absolutely wonderful, especially in the sunlight. Such a good looking car. There is a chip in the PPF right there from a rock that we're not going to replace because that looks like kind of normal PPF damage. This is particularly bad. Basically what we understand what happened with it is there was a chip that got in the PPF and then he took it to a car wash place and they just like pressure washed right on it and blew it out. So, you know, sometimes shit happens, but we do have like interesting carbon fiber accents on the wheels. And we got carbon fiber accents on the hood, which is kind of cool. And of course, you got the automatic folding mirrors, and you got those weird door handles. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but the door handles retract until you unlock the car. So when we unlock it, and ooh, and then ooh, yeah, the mirrors unfold. It's so spiffy. I prefer the look of the coupe as opposed to the convertible, which is what we had. This looks so much better. Also, it actually turns it into a reasonably practical car. So if we pop the rear, which is, ooh, auto magic. Yeah, you can actually fit some stuff back here. Now, it's not a huge amount of space, but it is some space. It is substantially more space than the convertible. Convertible, you only have like from here back. It's pathetic. Oh, is there something under here? Oh, ooh, looks like a front plate kit. Okay. So one of the weird things that we learned about the Jaguar F-Type is that if you plug anything into the OBD port, basically the computers stay active. They just do until I think basically have to pull the battery or something like that. I don't know exactly the details, but we had used a GPS locator that we're using in the OBD port, and that was keeping the computers active. And so it's just absolutely destroying the battery. Don't do that. If you have to plug it into the OBD port, I think you need to kind of pull the battery afterwards or something like that. I don't remember exactly all the details. That was a weird thing about this car, and I think it's pretty well documented now. So if any of you are going to buy this car, just keep that in mind. Anything that goes in the OBD port, you got to be aware that the computers are going to remain active. The interior of these things is just amazing. Really good, fine quality materials. It just looks nice and clean. It's very practical and functional. Yeah, it's laid out pleasant. I absolutely love just the comfort and the quality of the materials inside is just fantastic. Now, these can get sticky buttons, so it does have soft touch coatings on all the buttons. So, you know, just beware of that. It does happen, especially on the Spiders or the convertibles. So if you got a convertible and someone's letting it sit outside with the sun beating on the stuff, yeah, that can kind of ruin the buttons. We also have like the world's most ginormous hood. Look at that thing. It's just huge. Can't really see a whole lot, unfortunately. It's too bad because it's got the cool supercharged engine buried in there somewhere. And this is not really a front mid. It is a front engine. I mean, you can see here is the axle line. The engine's like right over it. These cars are so fun. So let's go out and drive. And forgive me, but I don't actually know the roads out here very well, because if you didn't know, we just moved into our new house like less than a week ago. So we're gonna try and find some roads, and I don't know, we'll see what we see. All right, YouTube, we're in the Jag.
Awfully sorry. Bit of an issue with the wallet. Would you mind awfully settling this while I go and warm up the Jag?
This is a glorious sound right here. We are definitely put it in sport mode, which keeps the valves open and makes it that much more fun. The air conditioning vents pop up out of the dashboard because, you know, let's add an extra element of complexity to this thing. And we're off in the Jag. I feel like every time you say Jag, you have to say Jag.
It's a Jag.
Do not drive this thing in anything other than sport mode because you get all those pops and bangs. Need to let it warm up before we really get to have some fun. This car. I really have such a strange relationship with this car. History is that my brother and I and Loper flew out to California and rented an F-Type R and an F-Type S. We did that for Monterey Car Week a couple of years ago, and I totally fell in love with the car. I thought, this is an insane car. So we bought one for our Turo company, and that's, I think, where we had a problem. Owning one yourself is one thing, but to let other people drive these cars, yeah. So if you didn't know, we had some battery issues, like I explained, and then the big problem we had was we had a coolant... those pops. We had a coolant adapter break. That ended up being a couple $1,000s because they had to get way in there, and I think they had to remove the supercharger to get access. I've heard that they switched to metal parts instead of plastic, so that isn't a problem anymore. Then the other thing that happened was this one kid rented the car 3 times, and all 3 times he overheated the car, and I think that popped the head gasket. I don't know how much that's Jag's fault versus just we had a shitty renter. I think it was mostly a shitty renter. Good Lord. This thing has so much power, and then when you get it near like 3,500 RPMs. Oh, those crackles are hilarious. Jesus. It's got so much balls. It's basically a British muscle car. Once you get past the possible maintenance issues, which admittedly are probably no less crazy than most supercars, it's a ridiculously fun car, and right now their pricing is just, it's a crazy deal. $69,000 for this thing? It's outstanding. It just really is fast as shit. It's super comfortable. Let me tell you, you can't beat the comfort on these cars. It's just outrageously comfortable. Yeah, good handling. And it rides so smooth. I really love these cars. I hope that they are more sorted than the 2011 we had. Good Lord. It just has so much balls. And that sound. Oh, that sound is so good. And it's got all the creature comforts you could possibly want. Parking sensors, rear camera, side view monitoring, all that stuff. And reasonably good infotainment system. 20-way adjustable seats or something. Like you can just sit there and toy with the seat buttons all over. Make it super comfortable. The leather is really nice quality. Very comfortable. Good stuff in here. None of this cheap crap. Even this like panel right here has a cool texture to it. The dash has nice texture. Everything's just got good feeling to it. All right, here we go, some turns. Oh yeah, no body roll. Oh yeah. Man. Oh yeah, we even have a giant ass. Is that a sunroof or just a panel? I think it's just a panel. It's just a glass panel. Oh, stop sign. She scoots good. That's really that's really good. Oh yeah, heated steering wheel. We've got a heated steering wheel. What the hell? It's got everything. If you ever get a chance to drive one of these, you need to. It is the ultimate in luxury, comfort, and still having performance. There's no question these things are just so comfortable. And they handle so well. It's such a pleasure to drive. I get why people love the Jags. And here's the craziest thing. We've had this in sport the entire time. So I can switch it back to like regular mode and now it's just super quiet. You can take someone on a date, but I mean, why? We definitely want all the noise. We want the noise, we want the spoiler, the tighter suspension, we want all that fun. The other thing about these cars, they look so good. I have to say, I love the styling of the F-Types. I think they're super classy looking. It's not over the top, you know, you're not gonna stick out like a sore thumb. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more subtle, it's not quite punchy in the face like a Lamborghini. I hate like singing its praises because I know I've been so hard on these cars, but it's kind of like you met your hero and you were disappointed, you know? We really had so much fun renting these cars in California. And I thought, you know, this is gonna be amazing. And I thought, it can't be that unreliable. And it's been the one car that had multiple issues that we owned. But again, it was a rental car, and I really attribute a lot of it to that one kid that rented it and just beat the snot out of the car. So this road's a little bit rough, and I can barely even tell if there's anything rough in the road. Perfectly smooth in this car, even in the sport mode. Oh my God. It is completely a British muscle car. That's what this thing is. But it's a British muscle car that actually has handling. You can actually throw this thing around corners. It handles so well. God, it just rolls right over. Like, these are bumpy interchanges over the bridges right there. It's just so smooth. This car can do grand touring and sports car stuff both very well. It's not just a one-trick pony. It is absolutely a wonderful grand tour. You can fit some shit in the back. You can ride in comfort. You've got, you know, heated seats, just wonderful leather. It's pleasantly quiet if you want. It's loud when you want it to be. And it's just got tons of balls, tons of acceleration, and amazing handling. It's not as tight as a Ferrari or Lamborghini or a Porsche. You know, it's got a little bit of slop in the steering, but it's still very, very good steering, very good handling, plenty of feedback. It's not numb at all. That's one thing I hate in cars that are numb. When you sit there driving, you just don't feel it. The road, you can't, it's boring. But this, you can still feel the road, but it's not so much that you're gonna get fatigue. I feel like you could drive this thing all day. If you go out on a tour or a rally or a cruise, you're gonna arrive at the destination and be like, that was fun, I'm ready to rock and roll. And everyone else is gonna be like, oh, I'm so tired, I got my ass kicked. Those type of trips, and some of these Lamborghinis and Ferraris that are like, really like a Scuderia, for example, or a 430 even, you feel beat up. Even the smell inside it smells good. So here's the thing. There are a lot of people who are big fans of these cars, and rightfully so. They are super fun and they're reasonably priced once you get them used. I would never, ever buy one of these new, because this car right here, new, was well over $100,000 and is now $69,420. It's depreciated a lot in only a few years. So these cars depreciate hard and then they kind of flatten out. Once they flatten out, they become great deals. So if I were you and I was gonna ever be interested in F-Type, you find one that's got some miles on it, you find one that's a few years old like this one, that's the one to buy. If you're interested in this one, again, $69,420, send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com. We can talk and see if you can make a deal. Who knows, this thing could be yours. Also, we do appreciate when you guys support us, so please like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go visit normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your car. So I know I've told you guys this stuff every single video, but please do that. It really honestly does help us out, so thank you so much. I really genuinely do appreciate it. But that's going to do it for this video. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.